All right, we're seeing a lot of COVID-19 vaccinations rolling out. Some frontline workers have already gotten their second shots. Joining us to talk about this is Dr. Faika Chima, Assistant Director of General Infectious Disease at Hartford Hospital. Doctor, welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So how many vaccines have been administered to this point?
So before we get into the process of vaccination, I want to give some important perspective and really educate the public about what's really happening. As of today, about 21 million Americans have been infected with the virus, of which 30% of the new cases of COVID-19 have just been in the month of December. So approximately 6.2 million new cases of COVID-19 in just 31 days. We've also learned that just in 6-7 days of 2021, we have seen record cases of deaths from COVID-19 in one single day. Of about 3,500 people have died from this horrible illness. Through all of this, we're expecting the cases and the deaths to go up in the next 4 to 8 weeks. But the good news remains that 5.5 million Americans in the frontline workers have received their first vaccinations, which is quite remarkable. At Hartford Healthcare, we're doing a remarkable job. Approximately more than 17,000 frontline workers have received their first vaccination, and we're kind of in our second week where frontline workers are getting their second dose, which is really encouraging and gives us a lot of hope.
Can I jump in with a question? Are there other brands of the COVID vaccine coming, and are they similar or different to the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines?
So far, we know a lot about the Pfizer and the Moderna, but we do know that there are 13 more vaccines that have been studied or are being studied, of which we know that the Oxford AstraZeneca has been released for the frontline workers in the UK, and the Johnson & Johnson is being studied in the phase 3 trial. We also know that the Sinovac, which has been developed by the Chinese government, has been deployed for immunization of frontline workers in the Middle East as well as Southeast Asia.
All right. What about side effects? What are you seeing at Hartford Hospital? Any side effects?
So far, I like to think of them more as immune reactions. When I've talked to people have told me just the ones that we've really heard about, like pain and soreness at the site of injection, some fatigue, some body aches that have lasted for about 24 to 48 hours. And some have reported some tenderness in their cervical nodes, which are just these lymph nodes around your neck that get very painful. But about day 3, they almost all completely go away.
Wow. All right. You've been candid throughout the pandemic. Are you optimistic as we head into 2021?
I am pretty hopeful. The vaccine rollout program has received a lot of harsh criticism, but it's important to remember that this is the greatest undertaking that we've done so far. And it's important to remember that, we're kind of navigating through uncharted territory. And we need to just stay steadfast in our commitment to keep doing our best, educating the public, especially with the minority community. And once we can make sure that vaccines become vaccination, we can start looking for a really bright and promising future.
All right, Dr. Faika Chima, thank you so much for joining us again. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next at noon.